Hey guys, this is Shawn Sandridge. Thank you so much for clicking back to my channel. So happy day after Mother's Day. Those of you who celebrated it, either you were celebrated or you celebrated your mother or the women in your lives. I hope you had a wonderful day. I had a wonderful day doing absolutely nothing, which is what I wanted to do. But I wanted to just talk about something that I think many of us as women in general, and mothers specifically, I went to a women's get-together at a friend's church, and then of course it was Mother's Day at church, and so listening to the message, and the message, both of them were the same thing, and it's about honoring yourself and taking care of yourself, which is something that a lot of us don't do very well. We take care of our families. Many of us, it's called the sandwich relationship, where you are a woman and you may be raising your family as well as taking care of elderly parents, maybe elderly relatives, and it's called the sandwich phase, and there you are in the middle of it. And it takes a lot of emotional and physical toil out of a woman. Even if you're married, if you're single, like I said, a lot of times the burden of life and the functionality of life really falls on the woman, and it is a lot that is asked of you, and it is a lot that can be taken from you. And so it is really important to do self-care. And self-care is also, I've had this conversation with my daughter-in-law, because she's a young wife and a young mother. And you know, if somebody wants to do something for you, you take them up on it. We need to stop being this, oh, I can do that, because a lot of times if you say it enough, people will always think that you've got it. And then when you're falling apart at the seams, people don't understand why, or they will stop offering because, oh, Shawn, she's got it. Because the squeaky wheel gets the oil, and then you can't be mad that people don't rally around you and support you when you seem to be the strong one. You know what they say, check on your strong friends? Well, sometimes us as strong women and strong people, you wear that as a badge of honor, but you know, you need to let people help you. And I've had this conversation with my daughter-in-law. You know, I said, listen, if he wants to do the dishes or clean the living room or put things away, don't gripe at him, don't snap at him or nitpick that he didn't do it the right way. He didn't do it your way, and it's okay. He did it, and that's the important thing. I mean, because men will follow your lead, and if they feel like, you know, you can do it better, then they will stop doing it. That's just the honest truth. So if he wants to, you know, watch the kids, and the kids are dressed all crazy because in his mind they got clean clothes on, don't matter if it matches, let him do it. I mean, there's been many times, especially when I was gone on military duty, and I would be on my way back, and I'm like, well, I'll pick up the kids, I'll be home early enough. And I used to see my kids in the craziest thing, and I'm like, why did you wear that? And they would tell me, Daddy said I could wear whatever I want. So here they are wearing, you know, in June, they're wearing shorts and boots. Okay, you know, they look happy and they look like everything is put on the right way. You know, you can't fuss when people want to help you, because they want to help you, and you need to allow people to help you. That is also part of self-care. And another thing is that I have this conversation so many times because I have my female counterparts, which are like myself. We are at the, we're getting to see the light at the end of the tunnel of our children graduating from high school, and they're getting ready to embark in their own lives. My son is getting ready. He's the baby. He's the last one in the house, and he graduates next year. You know, the one thing that you have to do, also part of self-care, is don't let your talents die. Don't let them die on the vine. You know, depending on, you know, how you live your life. For me, it's God. For other people, it's the source, the universe. But you have been given God-given talents that are uniquely you. And so many women I know wait. And my thing is, okay, one, if your dream is to get that degree, if your dream is to, you know, own a business, you need to start strategizing. There's no waiting. There needs to be some form of action of preparation. You know, and sometimes that means dialing it back. And there's a woman in my church, and she has 2 beautiful daughters, you know, a husband, and she was working in the family business. And yeah, that was good, and it was putting, you know, food on the table and financially taking care of them. But that wasn't her passion. Her passion was she wanted to be a teacher. And so, you know, she made a decision that she was going to go and get her degree to be a teacher. And that meant a bit of sacrifice that she had to pull back, and people had to support her family. That, listen, I'm not going to be cooking every night. You know, I'm going to have to say no to some things, because there's some things that I want to do for myself. And she's getting ready to graduate. Now, that was, you know, it took, almost close to 3 years for her to finish her degree. But the thing is that now she has something herself to hold, her own personal accomplishment. You know, yes, her family had to make some sacrifices, but you know what? They got a happy mama, you know, because when we start sacrificing ourselves in a manner where it chips away in our spirit, in our soul, we are of no value to the people who really, really value us, and people who cherish us and rely on us to be our best selves. We have to take the time to be our best selves. So many women I know that are in my position, they don't know what to do with themselves because they have wrapped up everything in their children. There is nothing wrong with that. But before you had children, you were you. You were Diane, Shawn, Barbara, you know, Letitia. You were an individual who had your own dreams and aspirations, you know. And so I've been planning my exit strategy since last year. I've been doing things and doing things that I enjoy. I've been doing a lot of volunteering, a lot of community service, you know, working for other organizations, because that gives me joy. You know, I'm embarking on possibly another venture, and because, you know, my son is going to be living his own life. And, you know, also part of that exit strategy is that my husband and I have been taking more time together, because so many relationships die on the vine when the young adult children, you know, graduate and they leave the house, they leave the nest, and you have these 2 parents that don't know what to do with themselves or each other, and they part ways. And so I've been privileged enough to celebrate 25 years of marriage. I did that in February, and we've been taking little mini vacations. I'm so excited to be going to Florida. My son's going to be 18 this year. You know, I got people that are going to watch him while I'm gone. You know, I didn't take a lot of time away. We didn't take a lot of time away when they were little, because we felt that was our job to do, but now that he's self-sufficient and he's a good kid, and he just needs a couple of pair of eyes to just let him know that he can't be all willy-nilly, but overall he's a good kid and I don't have any problems. And my husband and I are working on keeping our relationship together, because our parenting is going to change. We don't have to do the day-to-day parenting. It's as needed parenting. The prescription is changing. We don't have 24-hour a day, 7-day-a-week hold on them. I mean, he's getting ready to go to wrestling camp in June. So it's important for women to tap back into your dreams, tap back into your talents, and start reviving them. If it's art, take the time for this summer to take an art class, go back to the basics. And if you don't want to do that, go to your nearest Walmart and get some drawing paper and some charcoal pencils and start doodling. Take an hour on the weekends to do something for yourself. Start reading those books that you've bought that have just been piling up. Start writing, just with no expectation. But if writing is your talent, just start writing. It doesn't have to make sense. Just start writing. Even if it's journaling, that's writing. If you're a storyteller, start putting that to paper. There are so many things that I see that women sacrifice, and I have been guilty of it too. And that's why I'm talking to you, because I'm hearing this message from myself. The message that I got, I want to pass on to you guys, because it's important. We need to remember who we are as people, so that we can serve the people in our lives that use our highest and best self. So that's one of the reasons why I do not negotiate my gym time. I'm all sweaty. I'm just coming back from the gym, because that's my time. That's my time to take care of my body and take care of my mental health, because it's an hour out of the day, and I try to do it as early as possible because there's no demands on me at 5 o'clock in the morning. But today I have an easy work day, so I decided I can sleep in. So think about that. What are you doing for self-care? Did any of this resonate with you? And what talents are you not using? Because you need to use your talent. So take care of yourself and each other. I hope you have a wonderful Monday. I will talk to you soon. Bye.